been anything in the middle of the table. A lot of mystery items. A raw egg inside of a hot soup with oysters. That was actually quite good. The raw egg became cooked. And I'm just going to keep going and describing my meal until they do something. Okay, now Jangbi's doing something. Finally moving forward with his speed lots and his dragoons. Big attack is going to come on here. Both players actually deciding to move out. Nada also moving out. And Nada doesn't siege up before this. Man, Nada's going to be in a disadvantage. The Terran player, of course, needs to get some defenses up. And wow, Nada getting caught off position here. Speed lots are getting amongst these tanks, and the vultures are not in front. There's 4 speed lots still around picking off these tanks. More speed lots getting in, and wow, Nada's in huge trouble. Bad luck for Nada, bad scouting perhaps, managing to get his army caught off guard just as he was moving out. And Jangbi, oh man, Jangbi's going to take a huge lead in this game. He's going to wipe out Nada's entire army. Nada forced to take out its SCVs to defend. And wow, Nada hugely behind right now. I feel terrible for Nada. What happened was he was trying to push out on Jangbi, and Jangbi caught him in the perfect time while he was unsieged. The vultures didn't have a chance to put any mines forward of his position. You know, the vultures weren't even in front of his tanks, and those speed lots just caught him perfectly. So good observer play by Jangbi, and Jangbi's taking the opportunity to pick up another expansion at the upper left. I think Nada actually might have an expansion at the 12 o'clock. Not sure if that's just a unit there or something. I don't know. But Nada's just trying to get a forward little established base there, but really, at this point, Nada's hugely behind. In terms of the food count, just take a look. 134 for Jangbi versus 80 for Nada. That's not where you want to be. Nada now getting a Vulture Harass on the upper left, though. He's going to pick off a number of probes, but he's not going to get any further against those cannons. And this force of Dragoons is going to try to clean it up, although these mines could do a lot of damage if Jangbi's impatient and goes for it. And Jangbi is going to go for it, actually, losing a couple of units, but it looks like the vultures are going to pretty much burn out against those cannons. Arbiter now out for Jangbi, and this is just going to spell so much trouble for Nada. I haven't seen any Goliaths around. I haven't seen a starport up for him yet, and wow, I don't know. Nada could be eliminated here from the OSL, and Jangbi could be the one advancing, although I have absolutely nothing against Jangbi. I like him a lot. It's just I want to see another Terran player in the round of 8, and Nada now in huge trouble. I think it's a little too Protoss heavy, to be honest. They already got the Rock, they got Mudge. Anyway, wow, just speed lots getting all amongst these tanks, and Nada just simply does not have the forces to do anything but sit in his base right now. He's going to get contained, and his vultures won't be able to move out. Jangbi will just be able to expand around the map, and this is sort of the downfall of a Terran army. Ooh, 3 Dragoons getting killed off there, but really that's not going to change the game that much. Nada still just trying to set up a forward position. He absolutely needs to keep his front door clear in order to expand, in order to do anything. And Nada looks like he's just had a turret on the right side there. Nada needs to pick up an expansion, of course. He's facing 5 bases against 3 right now. And High Templar are out for Jangbi. And Jangbi is the one, by the way, who stormed the hell out of Nada in that very famous exchange between them. Although Nada has won the last game between them in the OSL round of 16. Jangbi looks like he's going to get some revenge. Jangbi now moving forward with a lot of Zealots, managing to trade Zealots for Vultures there. But I think Nada's actually going to take this engagement, so Nada fighting back a little bit here. 107 food to 144 for Jangbi. And Jangbi picking up another expansion at the upper left, taking the natural of the 11 o'clock base. Wow, Nada is just so far unable to get a single offensive off. I think this comes all the way back to the failed FD push, and Jangbi masterfully building up a lot of Dragoons and going for a quick counterattack. And that counter was just absolutely brilliant, making Nada lose all of his early forces, allowing Jangbi to get expansions. And now, wow, Nada's in huge trouble. Once again, he's lost his forward positioning. He's not going to be able to pick up that expansion at the 3 o'clock, which he desperately needs. Jangbi continuing to push forward. Now the storms come down, storming over Nada's tank, storming all over all of Nada's units. Jangbi with 3 Arbiters there, or 2 Arbiters at least, and Nada pushing back a little bit now. Jangbi's retreating. Nada trying to pick off the High Templar, but not having too much luck in it. And note that Nada only has, well, he doesn't have a science vessel, but I guess he does have 3 bases, so probably enough scans for now, but eventually that could be a problem if these attacks continue. And finally, science facility is going up for Nada. But Jangbi at this point is just at such a lead in the game. I don't know. This will take off some... I'm not saying it's impossible, but this is going to take off... Oh, wow. A lot of miracle play there. And hoisted by his own petard again, losing those vultures to their own mines, with the speed lots getting amongst them. And Jangbi might be able to pick off this command center here that's being built on the right side. He definitely is going to try here. I don't think he's going to pick it off completely, but certainly he's going to deny this expansion that Nada desperately needs. He's probably entirely mined out in his main base and close to it in his mineral only, and down to one base against Jangbi's 3 fully functional bases, fully functional expansions in the left and upper left. It's just not a place Terran can come back from, really. And Jangbi pumping out of 2 starports now, going mass arbiters, and they can just be so deadly. Once recall comes in, +1 armor and +1 attack for Jangbi, and also +1/+1 for Nada. So actually they're equal on the upgrade count. And Jangbi using that Archon to clear mines. The Archon gets killed. But Jangbi going in for these constant attacks, and what he's doing is managing to keep the tank count low, although he has to be careful. He doesn't want to lose his army and allow Nada back in the game and allow Nada to push out. But it looks like he is playing very cautiously, just going in, picking off stray units, and now he's going to pick off this expansion on the right. I'm surprised Nada actually landed that command center. He really did not have the units to protect it, and wow, Nada is going to lose it, but really desperate times call for desperate measures, and Nada needed the resources there, although he did not need to lose it like this. And this command center is going to burn down. It's going to get shot out of the sky by those disruptor bolts. And yeah, there's nothing Nada can do here. I think this is a game for Nada. Nada try and take the middle expansion, and that's just, as Klazar would say, that's hope StarCraft, just hoping that Jangbi doesn't spot it. But Jangbi, I think, is just too smart of a player to let something like that happen. I mean, also, just directly routing any units from his base to Nada's unit base will just detect that, so I think it's a foolish spot for Nada to plant a command center. He's just going to lose resources from there. Not going to gain anything. But perhaps it's a trap, I guess. Maybe Nada's going to try to bring some units south, but not in time to save the command center. Yeah, I don't know if that was a wise idea. Nada with a vulture heavy force now. I guess he didn't have the resources to build a lot of tanks, and also he's just gotten tanks sniped out the entire game, and Jangbi has officially taken over the map here, expanding everywhere, and I think this is going to be close to the killing blow here on Nada. Jangbi's maxed out, pushing out with his maxed out army. Nada mainly with vultures, so his food count's deceptively high. It's at 100 now, and it's just going to keep sinking. And I think this is going to be game for Nada very soon, unfortunately. Jangbi just playing very well this entire game, getting 2 great attacks off, once after the FD Terran failed, and secondly, when Nada was about to push out. I don't know if it's good luck or good scouting. I think it was a little bit of both. He caught Nada completely off guard, and Nada just could not get in position to stop him, and now he's running over Nada's expansion. Sadly for Nada, he is going to get eliminated, and so will Stork. Although I think Stork is pretty much out of gas anyway by the round of 16. No offense to Stork fans, but I mean, he's just doing pitifully recently. I don't know why. He didn't even have anyone humiliate him. He just kind of sucks. Oh, that's so harsh. But yeah, he does kind of suck now. Jangbi now just owning the natural expansion. There's, I think, nothing mining minerals for Nada, and even though Nada will clean this up, it's really just too little too late here. Jangbi can finish him off with one more attack. And, you know, Nada is not as annoying as Firebat Hero, so I highly doubt Jangbi will be doing anything silly at this point. Nada is just too well respected to have a pylon heart fill the middle of the map, for example. No one would want to do that to Nada, I feel. And I think it would be almost considered in the StarCraft community just completely bad manner. It would look worse for the player delivering an insult like that to Nada or to Boxer or someone like that if they refuse to GG. Of course, doing it to Firebat Hero is perfectly acceptable. I mean, I'm sure that even in Korea it's perfectly acceptable. Doing it to Nada probably would not be acceptable. And while Nada is going to stick in this game for a little longer, he's already lost hope in any hope of winning. I guess he's just trying to stay in and hope that, I don't know, hope that Jangbi just breaks his right hand or something. Gets an attack of carpal tunnel syndrome, I don't know. And Nada trying to get back his expansion. He does have a couple of minerals left, but, you know. And here looks like the last attack here for Nada. Nada not even in position here, and getting half his army stasis there, and now the rest of Jangbi's army will finish Nada off here. So unfortunately for Nada, he is going out of the OSL, and really this game was over a few minutes ago, but you know, it brings me sadness to see this. It brings me sadness. The Korean food brought me happiness, but this brought me sadness to see Nada get eliminated. He was, you know, he was doing so well against Jangbi 2 in the second game. Oh well. And yeah, not much to say here. Jangbi just has blue splotches all around the map, and he can use his arbiters to kill off that missile turret. It's all good. Nada, of course, known for defending to the end, and Nada GG's. So Jangbi advances to the round of 8, and I'll just take a look for another minute here to see any celebrations or anything interesting like that. Although I think Jangbi's a pretty, just a very well-mannered player. Although he did do this hallucinated, the hallucinated DTs when he was facing Hwasun, so I don't know, maybe Firebat Hero is rubbing off on him. Anyway, I actually have to go right now, but thanks for watching. This is Cholera signing off.